Greetings, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
So, in the last year or so, I've become more and more tuned to
Speak up.
tuned to the state of our humanity and our ecology and the possibility of human extinction. And it's concerning me more and more.
All right, well, take action. Remember we talked about the call to action?
Yes.
So the actions you take will help you align with other people of like vibration and will shift you to a version of Earth in a parallel dimension that will be more and more and more and more reflective and representative of the vibrational changes you make within yourself by taking action, by answering the call to action. You never change the world you're on. There are an infinite number of versions of Earth that have already extincted themselves.
Yes.
Nothing you can do about that because everything that can exist will exist. What you can do is you can put out the call and put out the vibration that acts as an encouragement and a vibrational invitation to others of like vibration and like mind to shift together in agreement to more and more parallel versions of Earth that are more and more reflective of the kind of reality you prefer to experience. And that's what you do.
Yes, thank you. And my question is, has to do with the difference between choosing a belief structure that's more consistent with the future that I prefer,
Yes.
and the possibility of ignoring or being in denial about a negative reality which I'm choosing not to see but still participating in, and how to tell the difference.
Again, you can have a neutral observation of something that is negative but is recognized as vibrationally incompatible. But we're not talking about denial or glossing things over. We are talking about taking action to do whatever you can to make a difference.
Yes.
But it is that action that actually makes the shift happen. So that by the time the action is done, the action has actually been accomplished in another reality.
Thank you.
Does that make sense?
It does.
All right.
It does.
The taking of the action in the direction of your preference is the actual mechanism that allows you to guide and steer yourself through the shifts through parallel realities that are more reflective of what you prefer to experience.
And what I'm also getting is taking actions that are consistent with my belief structure that they will work, that over time that will go in that direction.
Of course they will work.
Yes.
But not because they will change what's there.
Correct.
They will work because they will shift you to something else that is more reflective.
Understood.
And at the same time, function as a shining example of what others can also choose to shift themselves to as well.
Understood.
Remember, the whole structure already exists. All possible versions of Earth already exist. The only real option you have is to shift to the versions you prefer. You can't change the ones that you don't, but you can be a shining example to give those people that might be choosing to experience those an opportunity to shift themselves to ones that they might prefer more. That's where the action comes in. That's where lending a helping hand comes in. That's where being an example, a living, active example comes in.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Does that help?
That does.
Thank you.
I have a question also about music. I'm a musician.
Oh, all right. How exciting.
And I am excited by it.
It's all about resonance, yes.
Exactly. And I wonder, what do you have to say about how I can use music to more powerfully call people into love?
Well, you know that if you are following your excitement when you create music, it's going to attract exactly who it needs to attract. It will never attract those who don't want to be attracted by it. So what difference does that make? You know that if you have, as we said before, a gift to give, and you express that gift in the state of passion you prefer to be in, it's going to attract exactly those who are looking for that specific state.
Then,
yes?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then...
Then follow my excitement.
Yes.
Yes.
It really is that simple. It really is that simple. It really is that simple. I'm not fooling you.
Gotcha.
It really is that simple.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there is there anything else that you'd like to say to me that might facilitate me on my path for what's next for me?
Nope.
Okay, thank you.
If we had it, we would have said it.
I understand.
Unless, of course, you decide to open a door by making a statement that we can then walk through with you.
I think I'm
Hint,
good.
hint.
Oh.
Ah. Aha. Oh.
I love you, Bashar.
Our unconditional love to you as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go and make music.
I will.
Greetings to you, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I would like to say to you that I appreciate a lot the vibrational frequency that you are vibrating out.
All right. Well, thank you for allowing us to reflect back to all of you the pure vibration of your hearts and higher minds, because all you're feeling is yourself.
Thank you. I would like to ask you if you have any analogy or a picture that would make it easier for me or for human beings
To understand what?
to experience the feeling of oneness and the feeling the feeling of connectedness.
All right. Well, I already described the prime radiant. That's one way you could illustrate it. Yes?
Yeah.
All right.
So sometimes we may perceive reality as we are separate from it.
Yes.
And
Well, I ask you the logical question, which
Yeah.
can also act as a type of illustration.
yeah.
How can you possibly actually be separated from something that is everywhere?
Yeah. That makes me laugh. Yeah.
Yes, you see.
I see.
So perfect. The fact that you laugh realigns you and connects you to the experience that everything is all one.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Really, in some cases, all you have to do is actually apply a little logic.
Yeah.
You can't really be disconnected from source. If that were really true, you wouldn't exist. However, you can use your connection to source to play the game that you are disconnected as an experience. But you have to be connected in order to have the experience of being disconnected. That's the paradox.
Okay.
Yes? You have to be unconditionally supported by creation in order to be able to create an experience of not being supported. That's the paradox.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
And this is one of the reasons why they say when you see the cosmic joke, you will laugh and you will align.
Okay.
So that's a big cosmic joke that you're playing on yourself.
Well, I have another question.
Yeah.
How is love experienced on your planet?
Very well, thank you. Unconditionally, thank you.
Can you describe some of the...
We are all telepathically connected.
Yeah?
In a sense, we are all one family, even
Yeah.
though we honor every single individual aspect within that family. We are of, in a sense, one marriage. We are of many hearts and one mind. We are of many minds and one heart. We allow for the full expression of each being because we understand that the absolute validation of every single individual is what creates absolute harmony and unity among all of us and makes us one and also makes us all.
Wow.
We live in synchronicity. We do not really plan. We are simply where we need to be, when we need to be there, with whom we need to be there. We do not put expectations, assumptions, and labels on things. We allow things to be what they are and to reveal themselves to us in the timing that is correct for each and every one. We explore, we discover, we grow, we learn, we exist, we live as we dream, and dream as we live.
Wow.
All right, well said.
And I have another question.
Yes.
Here on Earth,
Yes.
as the collective vibrational level is at this very moment, how can individually and collectively, how can we
Yes.
vibrate this type of love and this type of
By acting
excitement?
on your highest excitement. Didn't I say that was the simple formula?
Yeah.
Well, has not doing so brought you into a discussion with us on a planet that in general would think you're crazy for having a conversation with us? And yet, your excitement has brought you into an aspect of the reality that many people on your planet don't even know exists within your reality. There are worlds within worlds within worlds in your own world. Whatever you vibrate to is what you will encounter. Yes?
Okay.
So that's all you need to do. Act on your highest excitement, and all the connections and all the appointments and all the agreements you have ever made will simply fulfill themselves in the measure of time in perfect timing. The only way you can miss any of the appointments you have made is to spend your time and energy worrying that you will miss the appointment. But if you don't spend your time and energy worrying you will miss the appointment, it is not possible for you to do so. So just live your life to the fullest. That is your purpose, to be who you are in the most full way you possibly can be, and know that in that state your life already works. You don't have to make it work. You just have to allow it to work.
Okay.
Remember, as we have discussed, this whole idea now that many of you are exploring called the law of attraction, what we call the fourth law, what you put out is what you get back. It's not wrong when you say, well, I have to learn to be the vibration of something to attract it. Yes, all right. But that's not the whole idea. Really, more precisely, you are, as we have said already, a specific signature frequency that defines you as you, the unique being you are. You are radiating that core frequency all the time like a lighthouse beacon. It never goes off. The things that are actually representative and in alignment with that true core frequency are always, without fail, always doing their best to get to you, to manifest for you. If they don't, it's not because you're not attracting them. It's because you're keeping them away. That's the difference. When you clear yourself out of all the things you're using to keep what is yours and what is you away, then all you're doing is letting it in after you just let go of the things that have nothing to do with you. And that's it. The real secret to the law of attraction is just to let go of what's not yours and just let in what is. Because it's already attempting to get to you, to manifest for you. Remember, none of the manifestations are actually coming from anywhere else. When you say attraction, you conjure up this idea in your mind that it's somewhere else, way out there, somewhere, I don't know. And I'm going to be this big, powerful magnet and I'm going to attract it. It's around you right now. You have it right now. You just don't see it yet because you're not on the wavelength where you allow it to be visible. And of course, there is negative and positive reasons for that. So don't assume that if you let go of all the negative ideas that every single thing will manifest instantaneously. Many might. But only those things that are relevant to serve you at that moment. You will allow yourself to automatically let things happen in a certain way and in a certain timing because that's the experience you actually prefer. Because the process is the point. The journey is the destination, and that's why you have the experience of the physical dream. Because you wanted to go through the process of discovering another aspect of yourself from a new point of view. If it was just an experience of instantaneous manifestation, you wouldn't have the experience of discovering that thing and really appreciating that discovery. You understand the difference?
Yes.
So, be here now means understand that when you allow yourself to let go of all of the negative belief systems that you can let go of, there will still be a process of release and letting go of things, but it will shift from the negative version to the positive version. The negative version is the idea of having to let go of negative beliefs. Once you have done all that, it will shift to the positive version of continuing to let things go, but the things you are now letting go of are not negative, they are simply no longer relevant. That's all.
Wow.
And you streamline and streamline and streamline and streamline until there is nothing left but the pure you, and that is the discovery you have, a new point of view, a new aspect, a new perspective of who and what you are as the unique aspect of all that is that you are. And that's what life is all about.
Wow.
Sounds like fun, yes?
It sounds like a lot of fun. I have one last question.
Yes.
And that is about the great thing here on our earth called fear, or
Yes.
that we like to call fear.
Fear is your friend.
Yes. So I know it's my friend, and I appreciate that we have this tool to play with.
Yes.
But when it comes, I sometimes experience that it takes control, and I can look
I
at
know,
it, but
I know it feels that way,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Okay.
Remember, you're using your power of being in control to pretend you're out of control.
Okay,
Yes?
I see.
And remember, belief systems, especially negative belief systems, will make it seem impossible to have any other belief. So that's just the way they're designed, that's all. But if you know it's just a belief, then you can walk through the fear. Redefine the fear in the way that you prefer to. Make it work for you instead of against you. Don't resist it. Invite it in and say, I understand that I am a 100% energy. I'm going to experience my energy by filtering that energy and flowing that energy through belief systems that make up my physical mind. And when I flow that energy through belief systems that are in alignment with my true self, I will experience my energy in the fashion you call joy. When I filter the very same energy through belief systems that are out of alignment with who I really am vibrationally, I will experience my energy as fear. But that's a positive thing, because now by feeling the fear is like a messenger knocking on my door saying, hey, 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 you have a belief you're unaware of that's out of alignment with who you prefer to be, and that's why you're feeling the energy the way you're feeling it. So say, thank you, fear, for knocking on my door and getting my attention and bringing my attention to the fact that I have a belief system I don't prefer, that I was unaware of. Now I can find out what it is, and when I find out what it is, it will be gone and I will move forward. You have done me a service, dear friend fear.
So you have a little conversation with it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Remember,
Yeah.
please remember in this context, very important that you brought that up and pointed out that it is a conversation. As we said at the very beginning of this transmission, everything is all that is, but every single aspect is its own autonomous, self-aware consciousness. You are actually having a conversation not only with another aspect of yourself, you are still also having a conversation with a true autonomous entity. So yes, have a conversation. It'll understand. It'll understand. Have a conversation. Treat it nicely. Show good manners. It'll respect you, and you'll work things out. Negotiate with your fear. It'll understand.
Okay.
Because ultimately, it benefits the fear for you to use it in a positive way, to let it do its job and say, thank you. You've done your job. I now am more aware of the light because you have outlined it with the darkness and made it easier to find. Many people on your planet have an easier time understanding what they prefer by attracting what they don't, by comparison.
Okay.
So learn from it. Use it in a positive way. Does that help you?
Yes, a lot, and I
Thank you.
enjoy this beautiful moment with you, and I hope to come to your planet one day and discover your energies there.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming here.
All right. Thank you, and good day.
Good day.
At this timing, you may all take a very short break, and we will resume the transmission with your holotope meditational permission. it'll say, are you feeling better?
Thank you.
Well, you're in trouble now.
No troubles.
All right, you may proceed.
First of all, thank you for this experience.
Oh, thank you for the co-creation.
My question is
Speak
about.
up, speak up.
My question is about acting on our highest excitement. You always mention that.
What a coincidence. We talk a lot about that.
But how about sometimes I push myself to meditate, to go to the gym, to study, but after that I feel really good.
All right, stop. When you look at the idea of acting on something that contains more excitement than something else, but you find that you have to push yourself to do it, it may be because of one of two things, generally. Can be other things, but one of two major things generally. Number one, it may not necessarily be representative of your excitement, or you may be coloring the way you go about it to make the way you go about it seem not exciting when you could be going about it in a more exciting way. That is part of the overall excitement instead of just looking at it as a means to an end. Is this making sense? In other words, you have to have the ability to discern what is really representative of excitement and what is not, or what you may be making look like it's excitement that's not, or what may be not your excitement that is, that you're making look like it's not your excitement. Many things in your belief system can color the way you look at the way you go about doing things. And if you have a different definition, a different belief about a process that is different than the thing itself, and you're not seeing the whole thing, the process and the thing, as one thing, then you will separate those things out and saying, well, the thing itself is exciting when I do it, but getting myself to do it is difficult. Well, that means you're making a segregation between the idea of doing it and getting to do it, when it's actually one thing. If it was something you were really excited about and doing it in the most exciting way you can imagine, nothing would stop you. There'd be no hesitation, and there would be no difficulty. Is this making sense?
Usually fun things come, easily. You just don't have to push yourself.
Exactly, and that means then you're in alignment with not only the thing itself, but all the ways in which you allow yourself to arrive at the doing of that thing, which are actually all part of doing that thing. This is why we say when you act on your excitement, it's very important, not just the thing itself, but how you do it, where you do it, with whom you do it. All the components have to be in alignment with the excitement, or it's not really a holistic definition of the thing that excites you the most. Do you understand?
Yes, makes
So
sense.
because you have to push yourself to do things, that only means that either you are coloring the way you're going about it, and there could be a more exciting way you could go about getting to that and doing that thing, and you have different kinds of ideas about what getting to do it means, or it's really not necessarily something that excites you at that moment, and you're forcing yourself to do it when you could be doing something more exciting.
How to distinguish?
Well, as I said, it takes honesty. It takes real self-evaluation. You have to be honest as to whether or not you're actually coloring it. But it comes with a simple question. Again, what would I have to believe is true relative to this experience about myself that makes me feel what I feel? Where's the resistance coming from? What is it I'm actually resisting? Resistance is usually the product of fear. So even though a thing may excite you, there may be something you're attaching to that thing, some belief, some definition, that for some reason dampens the excitement, and dampens the excitement in certain aspects that are connected to it. So you have to look at it holistically. So let's ask these questions to be more specific. You have used the idea of meditation as an example. Yes?
Yes.
When you're doing the meditation, are you excited about doing it? Yes or no?
Yes, during and after especially, I
All
feel
right.
very good.
So the question would be, what's different in your definition between doing it and after you do it to getting to do it? What difference in definition are you making between starting to do it or going to do it as opposed to doing it? What's the difference?
Laziness, let's say. I don't know what
There
is
is really
this.
no laziness. That's really not a realistic answer. Because again, it's not that you're lazy, it's that you're resistant. And you're resistant to something specific. So what is that specific thing in your mind going around in the unconscious mind that causes you to resist doing a thing you say is exciting? There has to be a definition there that doesn't make it look exciting, or you wouldn't feel resistance to doing it. You would just do it. So what is the definition you're holding on to that makes it difficult for you to do something you say is exciting? What are you afraid will happen if that's exciting too?
Basically nothing.
You
I'm
have to be afraid of something.
I don't know at the moment, maybe.
Speak up.
I don't know the answer yet.
Yes, you do.
Really?
Absolutely. You're just not being honest enough yet.
Wow.
Let's reverse the question in a different direction. Why are you excited about the meditation? What do you think you're getting out of doing the meditation when you do it?
Because I connect. I feel good. It feels good.
It
basically.
feels good.
Exactly.
And you connect.
Exactly.
All right. And afterward, there is a kind of an afterglow. You still feel connected. You still feel good.
Yes.
All right. What is it about before doing the meditation that doesn't feel the same way?
The same thing happens going to the gym, let's say. It's the
I
better
understand.
example.
What is it
Just-
about the thing before that doesn't, in your mind, think that it can feel the same way? What are you making an assumption about that makes the thing before the thing seem to be something different that won't feel the same?
Wow.
Can you be specific about what it is you don't enjoy about getting to do it as opposed to doing it?
Maybe I push myself a lot.
Push yourself.
For doing things in the right way, right time.
All right. And
why.
so you are tired of pushing yourself. You resent yourself for pushing yourself. Therefore, you argue with yourself and resist yourself because you think you have to push yourself to do something exciting. But that's a contradiction. If it's really exciting, you wouldn't have to push yourself. Maybe you think you're lying to yourself about those things being exciting. Are you just using them as a cover for something more exciting? Are you using them as a fallback, a default position for something else you could be doing that would actually be more exciting, but that you're afraid to do?
Maybe.
Well, what would that be? If you were willing to truly act on the things in your life that are most exciting to you, what are you afraid might happen if you did that?
Yeah, basically nothing. I know. Just the happiness.
Nope, you're not being honest. You have to understand this is a very obvious thing. If you find resistance in your life, it is usually because there is either a fear-based definition or you are assuming you have to do something you don't really have to do. So let's approach the first one and the second one in a different order. Let's say you did not meditate. Yes?
Yes.
Well, if you didn't meditate, if you chose not to meditate, then you wouldn't feel pushed to meditate, would you?
Yes.
Would you be all right with not meditating?
We'll be fine. Yeah.
Oh, all right, so it's not really that exciting then, is it? Is it?
That's
If you're
true.
okay with not doing it, trust me, you're not passionate about it.
Yes.
You understand?
I understand.
All right, that's the key. You're not really doing the things you would actually find most exciting. You're just using stand-ins and pretending that they are, and that's why you resist doing them. Yes, of course, they may feel good when you do them, but the point is your resistance is coming from the fact that that's not really the most exciting thing you could be doing because you're very readily willing to give it up. And if you're really passionate about it, you wouldn't be. That's what you would
Wow.
resist.
Okay.
You understand the difference?
Yes. Yes.
Is this helping?
Very much.
All right. Is something illuminating within you?
Absolutely. One more question.
Yes.
If I can.
Speak up.
I remember just you mentioned once about control from outside.
There is no
You
such
said
thing.
There's no such thing. You said there's a game like they want you to believe that they are controlling you.
Yes.
But it's just a game.
Well, in other words, they're very clever, very smart. They know how to communicate certain things. But the greatest power that they have in the negative context is getting you to believe that they have more power than they do. And as soon as you buy into the idea that they want you to buy into, that they have more power than they do, then you give them their power, and then they appear to have more power than they do. That's the game. Don't play the game.
Okay.
Does that help?
Very much.
Thank you. Go and find something that you're really excited about.
Thank you.
And then there will be no resistance whatsoever. It will take a team of wild horses to keep you away from doing it.
Oh, wow.
Yes?
Thank you. Yes.
That's
yes.
when you know you're really acting on your passion, is when you feel you have no other choice. Really, no other choice. As you say on your planet, come hell or high water, no other choice. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I'm doing. If it's truly your passion,
Wow.
you will stop at nothing, and there will be no resistance to doing it. Yes?
So I
act
have
on
to
your
just
passion.
find it. That's my, basically.
Don't experience resistance by finding out what you're truly passionate about and acting on it. Because the things that you're acting on may feel good, but they're obviously not really that much of an experience about passion, or you would have no resistance to them at all. All right?
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Tadeo.
Good day to you, Nania.
Speaking of hell,
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, in your travels of contact, what is the darkest, most negative civilization that you've encountered, and how would that compare with what you see on Earth?
If you wish any kind of a comparison at all, it would be the idea of a civilization that doesn't know that there is any other option other than what it is experiencing that allows it to feel completely and utterly hopeless and despairing. And in that despair, there is absolutely no inkling that there can be anything else. You have the freedom to know there is something else. Yes?
Yes. Yeah, we have the
The
yin
greatest
yangs.
hell is the one you don't know you're in.
So, like the ancient Orion system?
Closer, but even there were those that resisted. There are dark places you don't want me to take you to. Do you understand?
Yes, and in fact, I know that one of the things that humans feel challenged by is dealing with the levels of darkness that are on our planet, that are
Yes.
expressed on our planet.
And sometimes they are relatively dark compared to other places, and that's fine because you are a master class. You can graduate from this. You can transform the darkness into light, which is an expression of your power. And relative to the places you just asked me to describe, you have it pretty easy. So count your blessings.
There's always a silver lining. I
There is
know.
always a silver lining, yes.
And so when we're dealing with darkness,
Yes.
and particularly I've noticed that as people expand their awareness and become more connected with other dimensions and everything, that also what can happen is great fear can come up. Fear of demons.
Yes.
Fear of negative aliens.
Yes.
To the point of almost a hysteria. And
Yes.
and when I say that, I say it with compassion, because if you've ever experienced that degree of negativity being in your face, in a sense,
Yes.
it is utterly and completely terrifying.
Yes, of course, that's what it's designed to be.
And so, is there something that you could say about, as people go along on this journey, and perhaps those kinds of negative energies that are so frightening?
I just said it. I just said it.
Just to count your blessings?
No, that's what it's designed to be.
It's designed to terrify.
Yes, that's its job. That's what it's designed to be. You have the entire spectrum of experience within creation. Some things are designed to reflect joy. Some things are designed to reflect terror. That's its job. That's what it's designed to be. When you know that, it will start to appear simply like the villain in a play that's wearing a mask, but you know there's simply an actor beyond it that doesn't have the intention that the mask is designed to convey, but the actor is playing a part. Therefore, if you understand, no matter how terrifying something may seem, that it is simply what it's designed to play, that starts to remove the charge, because you start to see through the mask, and you start to realize that behind everything, no matter how brilliant, no matter how bright, no matter how gray, no matter how dark, no matter how terrifying, behind everything is the same spark of source and all that is, and there is nothing that's happening that doesn't have a reason for happening. It's all valid, and it's all part of the play.
And with Star Wars, I'm remembering that scene where Luke Skywalker goes into the swamp to face his fear. This seems to be some sort of a rite of passage,
Yes,
or
it's called your dark night of the soul.
Okay, and so can you share with us in that representation,
Yes.
what exactly, what
It's
is
an
it?
opportunity to recognize the polarity that exists within each and every being, to acknowledge it, to own it, and then to balance it, to neutralize it, to learn from it, to propel you toward what you prefer. Yes?
Yes, that we need to get to a place where we don't, in a sense, condemn evil. We don't hate evil.
Because you're only hating a reflection of yourself. And that, if you wish a definition of evil, is evil. Which, of course, in your language is exactly the backward form of live. Yes? To not live is evil. Yes?
Yes.
If you want a definition of evil, then that's it. To not live your life.
So when you take a step back from our planet and you sum up all of the negative experiences that beings are having on our planet,
Yes.
and all the positive energies that are happening on our planet simultaneously,
Yes.
is it that balance of 51%, as you were saying, slightly in the direction of the positive?
Remember
or?
that there's a difference between experience and the actual mechanism. The mechanism is always 51% positive, 49% negative. If you want to put an arbitrary percentage on it, that will do as an illustration. The experience that you're having can be quite different. But if you know that it's only an experience laid on top of the mechanism, then you will know that even though the experience may seem to be 99% negative and only 1% positive, that experience is still laid on top of a structure that by definition has to be more positive than negative. And that's why you can always find a way to transform any negative experience into a positive one by keying back into your knowledge that the structure underlying it can only be mostly positive, and therefore there is always an opportunity to get something positive out of it, even when it appears to be mostly negative, because that's just an illusion. It's just a play. It's just doing the job that was written for it in the script.
Okay, and lastly, I know that many people on Earth, I guess I'll use the word struggle,
Yes.
with the idea of being on a planet where there is so much negativity. And that it's like it hurts their soul. It's like they can't stand it, that there's so much suffering, that all of these things that put the individual in a state that's obviously a negative state, condemning the negative state.
Yes, which adds more negativity and
Right.
increases and expands the experience of suffering. Instead of using the suffering as a lesson to create a reality where there is no longer suffering, which would be the compassionate way to read the suffering. to understand that someone who is choosing an experience of suffering can actually be a great teacher exercising great power enough to be willing to express an experience of suffering so that others may avoid it, if they take that path. But if they simply go into the idea of negativity about it, then they're only increasing the suffering, and they're actually missing the point of why a masterful being may have chosen to experience suffering, to illuminate to others that they don't have to experience that. Yes?
Yes, so if individuals find themselves, in a sense, getting down about the way things are and everything,
Yes.
if we were to think of one image, one way of illuminating your frequency and feeling good about Earth.
Take responsibility. I chose to be here. Why? I am here to experience something that will allow me to recognize myself as more than I recognized myself as before. There is a positive reason that I can extract from every experience here. That's why I chose to be here, not only for myself, but in extracting positive experience from even the negative situations. I will act as a shining example that will help all others know they can do so too. I am here for them. I am here for me. I am here to have an experience of all that is equally valid to any other experience. And it's about finding a way to allow this to work for me instead of assuming in any way, shape, or form that I am a victim at anyone's mercy, because everything is in my hands here. And it is all made out of unconditional love. All I have to do is align with that knowledge, and I will experience it to be so.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Tadeo.
You are welcome, Nania. On that note, you may all begin to relax and take a deep breath in. And really begin to relax into yourself. All right. Now, as we have indicated, the idea behind this is that it is a 7-day permission slip, ideally, as it is designed, to be done for 7 weeks. At the end of that 7 weeks, doing this every day with each new approach for each day, Monday through Sunday, you will begin to experience changes in your frequency, changes in your vibration as you go along, so that by the end of the 7 times 7, the 49 days, you will experience yourself having different thoughts in different ways, seeing different perspectives you may not have seen before, feeling vibrations, sensing things you didn't sense before, perceiving things that might have been heretofore invisible to you about yourself, and recognizing more strongly that you truly are, at the end of this permission slip, a different person than was there at the beginning. This is what it's for. To help you shift very smoothly in this way through a transformation, through an awakening, through an opening of yourself, so that you can experience as a process the actual daily shifting of your energy and the actual different reflections that will result from the shifts that you are making in that energy, in your consciousness. So let us begin. Monday. Read Monday, and as you read the first line, then read the 3 things that go along with Monday, and as you read each one at a time of the 3, I will demonstrate exactly how the instructions are going.
Okay. Monday is air. 1 deep breath in and before each statement.
And so it is the first statement.
I am a child of creation.
I am a child of creation.
I am unique.
I am unique.
I am worthy.
I am worthy. This is done, as most of them are done, actually looking at yourself in the mirror. Look right into your eyes when you do this. Do not waver. Understand you are making a connection to another aspect, another reflection of your inner being when you do this. So that as you take the breath and make each statement and take the breath and make the statement, take the breath, make the statement, you are looking into your eyes as best as you can during the entire statement. The reason that it also is arranged in this order, air, water, food, etc., is because it is arranged in the order of the things you cannot live without, starting from the one that would be most difficult to live without, because you can't hold your breath that long. Water, you can live without food for a while, but water comes first, and then food, etc. They are arranged in the order in which you actually need them for survival. So next
Is water.
Tuesday,
On Tuesday.
read it as it is written.
1 sip of water before each statement.
So you have your little water glass on Tuesday, and you look in the mirror, right into your eyes, swallow.
I am happy.
I am happy.
I am grateful.
I am grateful.
I am refreshed.
I am refreshed. Then you go on about your day. You are doing this in the morning. You are doing this before you go to bed every single day. Wednesday,
Food. 1 small bite and swallow before each statement.
so you don't choke. So have something small that you enjoy, doesn't matter what it is, something you really enjoy that's not too much, and you take a bite and you chew and really relish it, even if it's not actually relish, and swallow and say, while looking in your eyes in the mirror,
I am abundant.
I am abundant.
I am nurtured.
I am nurtured.
I am fulfilled.
I am fulfilled. And the next day,
Thursday, love and encouragement.
love and encouragement.
1 hug with each statement.
And so you begin in the mirror like this to yourself and say,
I am supported.
I am supported. Switch and say,
I am guided.
I am guided. Switch and say,
I am loved.
I am loved. Go on about your day or go to bed, whichever one it is, morning or evening. And the next day,
On Friday, freedom.
freedom.
1 spin, arms outstretched for each statement.
This you can do. Arms outstretched and 1 revolution around.
I think I better get on a lower level here. Okay.
All right. And then
I
with
have to
each
do it again.
spin,
I am awake.
I am awake. Spin around, arms outstretched.
I am powerful.
I am powerful. Spin around, arms outstretched. Maybe. And that's all right, too. Because this is all about altered states. So dizzy is good.
I am free.
I am free. And Saturday?
Saturday is passion.
passion. And
Say your favorite word.
find a favorite word and look in the mirror and say it 3 times. And
Do you want me to say the word? Or
no,
Okay.
continue.
All right. And then the
Because
second.
the word is going to be different for everyone.
Everybody, right.
And
The next is hear your favorite sound.
so have something that generates a sound that you love and listen to it for 3 seconds.
And then finally, see your favorite image.
You can have a picture posted on the mirror or you can see it in your mind, but again, allow yourself to see it and just see it internally or see it externally again for 3 seconds.
And finally, on Sunday,
Yes.
dream and connect.
Dream and connect. You understand that they have already on your planet done studies to show that you can dream and get very little sleep, and you will be tired, but you will be all right. But you can get all the sleep in the world, and if you don't dream, you will go psychotic very quickly. Because you are making a connection back to the higher mind, back to your natural state, and you are re-energizing, reconnecting, restabilizing the idea of your physical persona, because your physical persona is just a projection, is just a dream, is just an illusion, and without that reconnection, there really isn't much there, because it's just smoke and mirrors. And so,
say each line with your eyes closed. The first one is, I am rested.
I am rested. Say that 3 times. And next,
I am connected.
I am connected. Say that 3 times. And finally,
My life is a dream come true.
my life is a dream come true. My life is a dream come true. My life is a dream come true. And then again, you go on about your day or you go to sleep, whichever it is, morning or evening. Is there anything else on the paper for you to read?
No.
All right, and that's the part that's also very important, that which is not written, and it is this. You may sit if you wish, and thank you for your assistance. Give her a hand. All right. No, I just said one hand. And so the part that is not written is this. As you go through this down the list with each statement every day, pay close attention to anything that you may say that suddenly brings up any kind of a feeling within you, and pay attention to that feeling to see if the feeling is representative of either a positive or a negative definition within you, you may not realize is there. These can be read or seen or viewed in a sense like what you typically call affirmations. And affirmations are fine as permission slips, but understand that if you are saying, I am powerful, but while you're saying it deep down in your unconscious mind, you don't believe it, then saying it will actually feel odd to you if you're paying attention to your emotions, to your energy. And if it does, if there's even a minor bit of resistance in there, that is telling you that there is something there that needs to be discovered, needs to be explored, needs to be identified and brought to the surface consciously so that you can let go of what doesn't belong within you, what is not aligned with your true core being. So this is not just a series of nice sayings. It's not just a series of affirmations. It is a test of truth, your own truth within yourself about how deeply you know each of these things to be true or not true about you. They are all true, but you may have definitions and beliefs that in some way, shape, or form are whispering in your ear saying, I'm not sure if this is really true about me. And if that comes up even one speck, pay attention to it, work with it, find that definition, identify it, and when you do, let it go, for it does not serve you. Use it this way every day of the week for 7 weeks, longer if you wish, shorter if you wish. It's up to you to make the adjustments according to your imagination and attraction. But we will strongly encourage you to do it for the 49 days, because we guarantee that when you do, if you use it in the way we have just described, not only the written but the unwritten portion as well, you will not be the same. And you will know more and more clearly who you truly are, or at the very least, who you truly prefer to be. And you will know a lot more about those definitions that exist within your personality structure. And it will all come down to the two words, the two very powerful words that have been in your society forever as the true secret of empowerment. Know thyself. This is a permission slip and an exercise that is an X-ray on your consciousness, and will, again, if you're paying attention, allow you to very deeply investigate and reveal who you are. And that's why you are looking in the mirror, because every day you do this, you're going to recognize the next day and the next day and the next week and the next week that the person you've been looking at the end is not the same person who was there at the beginning, literally. So have fun. Now, as has been said, there is some degree of continuation of this idea tomorrow night of your time with the idea we have called the black box, where we will be investigating and exploring the tools and the tricks that negative belief uses to trick you into holding yourself back from being who you are. So this can aid and assist you in moving through those tricks in a variety of ways, as well as the other neutralizers we will share with you tomorrow night of your time. You can use these together very powerfully to extract yourself from the tools and tricks of negative beliefs and see them for the smoke and the mirrors that they truly are. And we will make one more announcement. And that is that in our transmission on Sunday of your time, which has been called 2015 to 2016, the years of expansion and contraction, during what you typically call the holotope meditation, we are going to do something very different we have never done before. Don't miss it. Or miss it, it's up to you. But we are going to do something that is very different, that serves a very powerful purpose. And of course, because this is what you call the Christmas season, we will tell you that we will give you that present, but we will not tell you what it is yet until it is time to unwrap it in the Sunday transmission.